Hey, what's good YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. So if y'all don't know, I am a blogger slash lifestyle type of channel. I really just wanted to share this story time because I feel like it could help some girls if they've ever been through this or if they've ever experienced something like this, because it made me feel very dirty and like it was my fault, and you shouldn't feel like that. If you don't know, I live in a apartment complex. So obviously there's other people around me. So probably a month ago, I was noticing when I would go to the the pool in the gym, this same guy would be there like all the time. He would, every time I go to the gym, every time I go to the pool, he would show up. Or if I was there first, he would come. It was just like, that was just the kind of like pattern that I started to see. I first noticed he was a little like weird when we were at the gym. He would always just stare, and you know, like girls, you know in your gut, like you know when a guy wants to try to talk to you or something, but obviously I have headphones in at that time, so it just doesn't really work. He would do that often, just kind of stare at me, and I noticed and whatever. And then at the pool, so like a week later, I go to the pool and there's these beds at our pool that you can lay on, and there's two, so like this is the pool, and then there's two beds right here and two beds right here on each side. So there's 4 beds in total that this man could choose. I was laying on one bed on like this side, say, and he decided to lay on the bed right next to me. I thought it was kind of weird because the beds are kind of close together and there's like other beds on the other side. I don't know why he wouldn't have just gone to the other side of the pool, but he goes there. And at that point, he still hasn't tried to talk to me, but he tried to make small talk with me. So he'd be like, there was literally like trash on the floor, and he was like, "Is this yours?" And I was like, "No, it's not mine." And then he was saying like, "Oh, the sun's going away. I think it's about to rain." And I was like, "Yeah." And that was kind of it. And so we were sitting there for a long time. So I was sitting there waiting for him to say something to me because I kind of just wanted to get it over with. I was like, okay, I just want him to ask for my number, my Snapchat, and I tell him no, I have a boyfriend, so he can stop being like so creepy towards me and making me feel uncomfortable wherever I'm at. So I was waiting and waiting and waiting, and he was not saying anything to me. He was just sitting there on his phone. And so finally I got up and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna leave. So I get up, I exit out the gate, and as soon as the gate closed, he gets up and leaves. So I'm like, okay, that was weird. Like, he leaves when I leave. Okay, whatever, right? So at this point, I'm already telling my friends about him. I'm telling my boyfriend. I'm like, okay, he's like kind of creeping me out. Next day, I go to the gym. He's there, and this time he does ask for my Snapchat. So he asked if he can have my Snapchat, and I of course said no, I have a boyfriend, like whatever. He was like, oh, okay, all good, whatever. I thought that was the end of it, right? I would think that if someone tells you no, that means no. But no, it's not the end of it. So about maybe 2 weeks ago from today, I was working out in the gym and he comes in. And I'm like, okay, like now it's kind of weird because, you know, I told him no about my Snapchat, but I didn't think anything of it, whatever. He comes in and he's working out. So keep in mind, he works out in short shorts, like very short shorts. You can literally like see his butt sometimes. Like they're like girl shorts. And then he was working out and I was working out on the floor, and he bent over. Well, he was doing like a workout while bending over, and one of his balls was hanging out of his shorts, like the full, this is so weird for me to say, but because I don't like talking about it because it made me feel really uncomfortable, but the full ball was hanging out of his shorts, and for a while too. Like, it wasn't just like oh, it slipped out. It was like he was literally doing the workout while it was just hanging out. I texted my boyfriend, and I thought at that time it was funny. I thought it was like a joke. I thought it was an accident and he just didn't notice it. And so I was telling everyone about it, and as I was telling people about it, they were like, that's kind of weird, Emily, like, you don't think he did it on purpose? And I was like, no, I don't think he did it on purpose. I don't think he would do that. I think, like, who would purposely have a ball hanging out. That's kind of embarrassing, right? I took it as a joke. Other people in my life did not. They were kind of worried. So I was like, okay, whatever. Like, I just let it pass, whatever. So then recently, probably last week, I went to the pool with my friend and my baby. My baby was there as well. And we are in the pool, and our stuff is on a bed again. So we're on the bed, like all of our stuff is there. And he, of course, lays on the bed right next to us and gets in the pool also right next to us. Like, you know how there's like sections of pool and like the common courtesy if they're swimming in an area, you go swim in a different area. Well, he doesn't get that memo. And he was swimming in our area. He was on the bed right next to us. And he just made me feel really uncomfortable. He always makes me feel so uncomfortable because he's just always there. He's always right there. And like me and my friend were even talking about like plans we were gonna do that night, and I didn't even want to like talk loudly because I was just like, I don't want him to know where I'm going or what I'm doing or whatever. We get out of the pool and we lay on our bed, or we're just sitting on our bed talking, right? And my baby is on the bed as well. And he gets on his bed and he's laying flat on his back at this point on his bed. And I notice, I look over at him and I just see through his swim shorts, a big boner, like huge, like just sticking right up. And no, this is not like him on soft and, oh, he's got a big package and that's why it's big. Like, no, it's a straight up boner in his shorts. And he's like, he's laying there with it out. He's closing his eyes and he's kind of like smirking. And I'm like at this point I'm sitting so where I can see him. So then when I saw that, I turned my body and moved over so that I was like facing this way now. And I don't know, it just, I didn't say anything because I didn't know what to say, but it definitely made me feel very uncomfortable. And at that point I knew that the whole ball incident was probably not an accident. He probably wanted me to see that, and he wanted me to see the stuff in his shorts at the pool. And I think in his mind he thinks that I like it or that I want to see it, and I don't. It actually makes me feel really gross inside and really not taken advantage of, but just really uncomfortable. And I already told you no, so why are you trying to like force it almost? And it's just really sucky because now everyone's like, oh, you should tell the apartments about him, you should blah blah blah. But like, I don't feel like it's that serious to where I should tell the apartments, but I definitely think, I don't know, maybe I should take a picture of, no, I don't even want to take a picture of him. I don't even want to do that. But I don't know, I just feel sort of unsafe in my own home. I just really hope he doesn't ever try to follow me or figure out where I live, because at that point then it's going to be an issue if he finds out where my unit is. It's not necessarily an SA story, but definitely, honestly, in my opinion, kind of close to it. I feel like him forcing that, or it's kind of like getting like an unsolicited pic. Like, if I didn't ask for it, I don't want to see it. Like, I just feel gross now, and it's gonna feel weird when I see you, and it just makes everything uncomfortable. And it's like, why try to make someone feel uncomfortable who already respectfully told you no? So that's my opinion on that, and that is my rant and story time for y'all. If y'all have any similar stories to this, please leave it down in the comments, or if you have any suggestions on what I should do. I know I am going to start maybe moving away when he does come around. I might start moving away from him, just for him to get the hint that I don't really even want to be next to him, and that I do feel uncomfortable. But yeah, I probably will start doing that at some point, because I know I'm going to see him again at some point as well. So yeah, anyways, y'all, I hope y'all enjoyed this story time. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up, and like I said, comment down below any of your stories if you want to share. I am here to listen, and I completely understand, because I have a lot more stories about scum, dirt, gross dudes that I can just rant on for days. But yeah, that was it for today, and I will see y'all in my next video. Bye guys.